Hey, we're right on time. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Good morning, Bruce. Good morning, Marty. Look what I found today. Brucey, you want to say good morning to everybody?
Good morning to everybody.
What about you, DeGarmo? You want to say good morning to everybody?
Good morning, everybody.
There you go. Okay, let me jump right into this so we can get Brucey going, get some excitement going here. Happy birthday to Aman Muse, Podge Vaj, Lenore Johnson. Happy birthday. I know you. Andrea Jagger, Hisham Ahmed, Stella Obeller, Ron AQ, Ferdoria Sultan, Gilbert. Oh man, the names are horrible today. Gilbert Valile, Herman Green. Happy birthday to you. Have a great day. Yesterday, Abdi Lasso rocked the house. You did awesome, Abdi. That's the way to do it. A lot of compliments, a lot of comments, a lot of views on you, Abby. Way to go. Prayers for healing today. Anita Cecilia, she's doing better. Frank Canizero sent me a message, said he feels the prayers. Keep them coming. He's doing better. Muhammad Ashur needs lots of prayers. Brian Vincent, kidney transplant. Bruce Gerstein and his brother. I got Brucey on here. We're praying for you, Brucey. Kim Mills, David Penny and family, Marion Weinberg, Arlene McRae. Can you say hi to Arlene or Susie McRae's mom, Arlene, Brucey?
Hello, Arlene, mother or sister.
Liz Leary and her family, Phil Large mom, Richard Milano, Dawn Riviera, Kathy Krusky's mom, Dave Larraz's father, Fat Mata. We're praying for you, Wally Cochran, Melissa Ann, friend Sam, Jerry Nix, Myra Aquino. What do we say to Miss Nellie?
Hello, Miss Nellie. I love you.
Constantine Thomas and his father, Brenda Herb, Bob Pierce and his wife Mary, Stephen Brocklehurst, Norelli Workon and her sister Denise, Bill Must and John White, kicking. Keep going, boys. We're praying for you. We love you. Pat Parent and her daughter, Chloe and Julie, Tina Metcalf for that liver. We're praying for you, Tina. Roy Davies with her eyes. Harold Fox, we love you, brother. Who do we say to Ruth Pace, Bruce?
Ruth Pace, we love you.
There you go, Ruthie. Red and Jane's mothers and the Red friends. I believe Red's still coming out at 1:00. It could be recorded. He's at a function, as you can see. Seeds Academy, thanks to Gayling. She donated to some more to buy these big sewing machines for making clothing. They're looking for a couple of more. They're doing awesome. Thank you, Gayling and Williams and the educators and kids. We love you. Keep going. PNG, we love you. Ash Mafara is on fire. I think we might hear something soon. We'll know. We'll never know. We'll see. Come on, Brother Ash. We love you. We're praying for you and your family. DeGarmo, as you can see, he's on here, is doing much better. Pray for his family. Dawn, the kids, Zachary, everyone. I got to meet them all. Me, my daughter, my son, the doggies, the aunts, the uncles, the son and daughter-in-laws, everyone. We thank you for the prayers. People fighting and beating cancer. Leroy Marks, Zendaya Roy, Nancy Vang, Carl Everett, Tina from my work. Phil Smith, Kenneth Fung, Tom Taylor, Dane and Darius, Robin Noble. Robin Noble's got a birthday coming up on the 29th. Hint. Don't wish her happy birthday too early now. Mr. Gene, Chang Yang, Joyce and Melvin Hicks, William Carmichael, and Patty Prescott. Ask God to help all these individuals, my brothers and sisters all over the world, get rid of these diseases and heal people. That's what we do. All right, Brucey. We're going to talk about Bruce. I've known Bruce for quite a while now. He's a crazy old guy. I love him. He when he does talk to me on the phone, he makes some pretty funny things. And I'm not going to kid you. I thought, well, I'm going to worry about Bruce. He's like me. He's not real technical. And we spent the better half of the day off and on yesterday just getting him on here. So there's no way I'm letting you go, Bruce. We got to figure this out. His roommate came in at the end and saved us, and we got him in here. And lo and behold, he beat me on here today. So I love this guy. He's been dedicated to this company for a long time. He always puts a smile on our face. I always imitate his voice all the time and say, "Oh, Brucey," I can't do it today, of course, but Bruce Gerstein, I love you, brother. Let's bring the excitement. I love you, man. It's all you.
Thank you, Chris. I love you too. Love you too, Marty. So glad you're back with us. God is great in all ways, and He'll keep you here with us no matter what. I got to remember, speak louder and speak slowly. Right, Chris? Chris gives me instructions all the time how to do things. So anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I come from a loving family, and we used to love to kid around each other, and I've always had very good support from them. I got involved with music, and when I had emotional things going on, I ran into improvising on piano. I took lessons. I was lazy. My piano teacher didn't want me to quit. My mother had me quit, but I kept playing. And my mother had me go to school to learn more about it. And I became a recording engineer in, in the in the 70s and 80s, and I got sick, disabled, and had to stop working. I hate it. One thing I know about when you love something, when you truly love something and you have a job at it, it's no longer a job for you. It's not even a career. It's something you love to do. You don't have to think about what's going to happen with you on it. You just do it because you love it. The same thing is true in this company ONPASSIVE, because the man who has led this company with all his heart, all his soul, and all his mind, Esma Farah, made one guarantee to all of us in the beginning. If you come in this, you will win. You can be a monkey, you can do this company. And he guaranteed that we all would be successful. He never described success in money. He described it in terms of how we feel about ourselves. He talked about making ourselves understand that we are a miracle and never deny that. It's something that resonated with me because I learned a long time ago when I got sick with HIV that I can either decide to live with the disease or fight it. And if you fight anything, you'll get nowhere. When you learn how to accept things and work them into your life, all of your life gets much better. So I'm excited for what's happening with this company. I have no idea what's in Ash's mind. I only know I don't even know what's in his heart. But I know the feeling I have whenever I hear him is that he has a heart that's pure, a heart of gold, a heart wider than the biggest ocean, and he loves everybody. So, like I said, I became a recording engineer and I excelled at that. And I actually had George Benson's guys he played in Teaneck would call me and say, I did a demo for them. They said to me, George wants to meet you. So he came to see me in this shitty studio and said, if you can do this kind of work with this kind of equipment, I'd love you to see what you can do with real equipment. Unfortunately, we never worked together, but the fact that he heard the quality of my work was enough for me to know that what I was doing in my life had great validity. Later on, when I got sick and I couldn't work anymore, I got into a nutritional that would help my immune system. And then they told me about if I help other people do that, I'll also make some money. And that was in 1986, 1987. And all my life, I've always been one who wants to help people. One thing about my character is that my my heart is to help you. Sometimes I do that and hurt myself. And one of the things that Ash said was, put your own house in order first, then help other people. Because if you don't have your own house in order first, you'll get nowhere and you'll run in circles. So I heard that. I heard many messages he said. I remember he told me, I see that, Marty. I remember that he had said something that my father, I asked my father about my grandfather after he died. We called him Grandpapa. I said, Dad, tell me one thing about Grandpapa you want me to remember. And he said, just remember, your Grandpapa said, always look for the good in others. Always look for the good in others. And it's a very important quality to have, to know that no matter what you are, no matter how bad some people may think you are, inside your heart is still God's heart. And your purity is still God's purity. And anybody can turn around on a dime if they have the willingness to turn around. So when you, my friend Chris, when you said you believe in Ash, the thing that you must believe in is you must believe that God sent Ash on this earth to help others. Because what he says all the time, I'm here to help humanity. I'm here to uplift the world. And I remember when this is my 5th year, and I remember when we had the old bliss port, when we all resonated with old bliss. It was my belief that it changed the entire mindset of so many people. Because Jeffrey Warlock would know this. When there's something called the 100 monkey principle, and there was an island with 100 monkeys on it, and one day the monkey took a banana and he washed it in the water. And all the monkeys on that island saw him do that, and they all started to do it. And as that happened, the consciousness of that action moved to another island of other monkeys doing the same thing. So when you look at the 1.4 plus million people in ONPASSIVE, all with the same heart, with the same goal, with the same mission, what we see is the 100 monkey principle in action to 1.4 million people. And little by little, as we grow, there'll be more and more people in here. The thing that I loved about this was there was never going to be a quota to fill. There was never going to be a monthly to fill. There was just going to be you come into this and you'll find that you'll benefit. And that's in his ways and showing us how we're benefiting. All the things in ONPASSIVE are incredible. I'm not going to go into the particulars of them. If you want to talk about it, we can. But what's great about Ashma Farrar is that he's committed to all of us succeeding. He keeps saying, believe in me, follow me, and you will succeed. Believe in me, follow me, and you will succeed. Where else have we heard that? Everybody knows, so I don't have to say. But if you have a heart of gold, which I know you all do, if you have a spirit, which I know is filled up with God and the love of God, and you're filled with the love of God, you're filled with the love of people. And when you're filled with the love of people, everything in your life will will get better and better and better. And blessings and blessings and blessings will come upon us all in this world of ONPASSIVE. So anyway, I'm going to pause because I need to pause, okay?
You did great, Brucey. Get a drink of water there. If you want to keep talking after you drink, you can, Bruce. You okay?
That's fine. You know I love to talk. Now that you can understand me, I love to talk.
Yeah, you said some nice things, Bruce. The part where I do believe that God chose Ashmafara to come and help people, save people. I believe that. I believe that God has put us all into this company to do the same thing. I like the fact that you talk about quotas, that we don't have any. And everything that was online is completely different from what we have. And a lot of people never understood that. And I'm glad that you reminded me of that because there's a lot of good things we could talk about on that. But you go right ahead, Bruce.
Well, one thing I forgot about that I always talked about a long time ago, even though I couldn't talk well, was I would say with Alice's restaurants, I would say you can get everything you want at the ONPASSIVE one-stop shop. I don't say Ashford Farrer's one-stop shop. I don't think even Ashford Farrer wants to call it his shop. He wants to call it ONPASSIVE because one day, if God willing, Ash will be here for a long time, but one day he said to us, I may not be here, but ONPASSIVE will go on with or without me, which means somebody has to take the bearing of all that, which means we as ONPASSIVians get the wonderful honor of supporting an incredible. Where else can you go? You can get as I love to repeat who I love to listen to. I love to listen to Mike, you guys, Mike Ellis, and to Red. And Mike Ellis always said, "This is the one place you can get everything you could want. You will get superior products made by us at a much superior, lower price. You get, I won't have number. There's so many things out there you have to pay for all the time. When one payment on passive will get you in. And but it's just an incredible place to be in. I'm so blessed to have so many people. I say I'm a loner who hates being alone because many times I say hello to people. I don't really interact that much because of my voice. So I basically said to myself, just like I say about my disability, don't let your disability become your handicap. Don't let your voice as a disability become a handicap. Work on it, work on it, work on it, and it will improve. In time, it will get better and better and better and better. So almost set to meet Marty from the state I grew up in, to you and many other people along the way. I'm still upset that you never come to see me when you went to Florida. You passed me by. You came down to South Florida. You passed me by. I'm going up to Orlando next week for a convention and recovery. It's 4th of July weekend. I may just try to say hello to Ash at that time, but I think it's not proper because it's a time for people to be with their family more than anything else. But last time I was there, I got to see Ron and we broke bread, and that was wonderful. Anytime you break bread with a fellow on Pasadena, you break bread with your family. So we are family. We are unpassive, unstoppable, forever and ever and ever. So I'll stop there.
Amen. Bruce, let's say that louder. Let's first of all say hello, Ash. How are you doing, Ash?
Hi, Ash. How are you, Ash? I'll
Hey,
be,
he's
I'll
coming to
be,
Florida, or he's coming to your section, Ash, in Orlando around the July 4th. Is it July 4th day, Brucey?
I'll be there from Thursday until Sunday.
Okay, well,
I'll be at the Rosen Hotel.
if he could free up his schedule, you never know.
I can always,
Some people run into him in a grocery store.
you can always keep in my phone, and he can call me if he's not too busy.
Yeah, well, and when I went down to Florida, I got news for you. I didn't even go see Ash Mafar, if you remember right.
I remember. I couldn't believe that.
He was busy, man. I didn't want to bother him. We had a big party there. It was a lot of fun. Met a lot of founders, but Brucey, let me tell you something. It takes a lot of courage to come on here in front of well, we got almost 400 people going on here. You always talk about, struggling with your voice. Here's the key difference is you got on here and you did it. I understood you perfectly. I've known you for a long time. You talked about, the handicap. I don't see a handicap in you. I see a guy with passion and heart for this company. You have been on just about every single webinar that I know. You've pushed yourself. You've gone through a lot of illnesses, and you just keep going, Bruce. I'm not going to tell them that you're 128 years old, but that's okay. We're just – and well, by the way, you got to say one more thing for me because I just found out. Say happy birthday, Nelly.
Happy birthday, Nelly. I love you too, Nelly. You're so beautiful, Nelly.
But it's awesome that you're on here, Bruce. Like I said, there was nothing holding me back. I even put in a chat yesterday. If anyone doesn't understand how committed myself and Bruce are, that we spent all day trying to get him on this thing, I'm going to punch him in the nose. And we did it. And I'm glad we did it. And I'm going to try to make a small video. Probably Marty's going to have to help me with this. How to get into Restream. It's actually very simple. After me and Brucey went through it for hours, we found out we missed one step. But it was more my fault than his because I never really do it. I just click and it goes. But I think that you're amazing, Bruce. I think Ash Mafar is going to love this video. I think everyone on here is loving this video. A lot of really nice comments about you. And I'm glad you came on. Marty, you got anything?
Yes. Bruce, listen, whatever problem you might have with speaking, your heart speaks volumes, and that's what matters. The company, like we had brought up the other day, it doesn't care if you have a little speech problem. It doesn't care if you're fat, skinny, short, no hair, too much hair, bald-headed, any kind of disabilities at all. The company was designed for people with heart. And if you're looking for somebody with heart, you'd be at the top of the list. So, yeah, you did very well. I expected you to do well. You did well. You'll be very encouraging for other people that might have some type of issue with speaking. Who knows? But that's another thing that you don't look at. They look at and said, look at that guy. He went out there. I can do it too. Once you get that kind of thing going, it changes the world. And like I said, their company was designed blindly about color, physical disabilities, mentally unseen disabilities, which some people have. It doesn't care. And that's what I love about the company. It doesn't care if you're dirt poor. It doesn't matter if you lived in generational drought, no food, no shoes for your feet, no water. The company doesn't care. In fact, it encourages to lift up people like that. And I love it. That's one of the main reasons I'm here. I'm far from perfect. I got my problem. Look what I went through, and I learned from it. But it could happen to anybody there, but the grace of God go I, right? Anyway, I wanted to share a couple posters that anyone can have. I want to do stuff for the future. I want to start talking about where we're going. I have been doing that, where we're going, not where we've been. Who cares? I don't. And let me see if I can get it to come on. I have to select the window. Let me see. Let me see. I don't see it. Give me 1 second. There it is. Allow. Whoa, I don't want that screen.
Yeah, you just popped up twice.
Yeah, it's like mirror, like movie.
Jeez, I think I'm back in the 70s again, eh, Bruce?
Yeah, really psychedelic, man.
There we go. Can you see the?
Yes.
Okay, this is one that one of three: unlimited potential, global reach, high demand, revenue sharing, designed to uplift humanity, automation, early position, its chance to win, earn and grow, impact the world. This is the first one, which I can make bigger. Why join a global? Why join a? I got to change this, but why join a business? I had 2 or 3 of them that I redid, and the wording was wrong. But anyway, the potential is send an email to the email in the description and put me on the list. Anybody can have these once I get them. If you want one, and you just start posting them, and people can either send you an email and say I want on the list when we get fired up, or you can have this one that once we get a link, 6 reasons, tells you all the reasons, early positions, uplift humanity, click link below, and there'll be a link in whatever description you have. And this says a lot without saying a lot. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, right? You could do this. You could make this into a video where it comes in slow. Someone like Brian or anyone. But I want to give you just thoughts on what's out, what we can do. Here's another one. Okay, there's a lot of stuff we can work together and start sharing stuff with everybody, because I think that's important that however many people we have, let's say it's, I don't know, let's say it's 250,000 or 500,000, because some people have 2 accounts. Look what we did, just word of mouth. Now imagine the products are there. The first one comes out, it's a smash, which it will be. It's going to go global. What happens then? The next one that comes out, you don't need to do a whole lot of marketing, because they said, hey, the last time this company came out with a product, Apple, right? When it came out with the iPhone, they sell a new phone every year, whether you need it or not. And everybody's jumping on to get a new phone. We get to that point. Could you imagine now? Here's the difference. How many products does Apple have? Not a lot, like a handful. What happens if you got 12, 13, 15, 25, and they let them out strategically to the world? And somebody asked me about, the competition and all that. Will some people directly be affected by what we do? Yes, absolutely. But more companies will be given a lifeline because of what we do. Now, why would I say that? How many companies, businesses, news organizations, colleges, hospitals use video conferencing? Millions. Would they like to save $100,000 a year on video conferencing? Just take it off the bottom line? Of course. They'd much rather use that money for something else. And if you can make a better product at a higher technology for a lower cost and still pay commission, I want people to start wrapping their head around what we have. That is massive. It's massive what we have. And it's all done for us. It's all cloud-based. You don't have to fill up your garage. I was in Amway. Chris's parents did Amway for years. He probably still has stuff in the basement from Amway. And I'm not saying it's bad products, but they were all marked up 20, 30, 40%. All of them to pay the commission. What did Ash do? You know what he found out? It's not quite as expensive as the big dogs are alluding to even make the product. So where does he cut the savings to? The consumer. Where does he give the profits to? Us. Crazy. Look, the ingredients in this is success. What is success? Time, freedom, uplift humanity, be part of something bigger than ourselves. Where else would you rather be? No matter what anybody tells you. There's a lot of businesses people are looking at, and I get it. We're struggling. I know what struggle is. It's bad. But is it going to help you in 6 months if you join something and lose another few $100s? No. Do your life. Do the best you can. You got to get a part-time job until things get moving. Do it. Because trust me, we're all going to be happy we waited. And a lot of you are waiting like I am. But instead of waiting, start creating. Don't wait, create. Don't sit, look forward. Don't focus what was, focus what will be. And by the way, what we think will be, will be. If you believe it's possible, it's possible. But if you think, I don't know, look at Brucey. Okay, he's got this. He got nothing. He got a little crackly voice. Who cares? Bruce has been around forever, never wavered, always there for everybody. That's what people want to see. I don't want to see a perfect guy with a perfect woman with a perfect child walk into a private jet. What good does that do me? I would much rather see a large village in Africa who had to walk 5 miles to get water that might have killed them, and now be able to pump water right outside for the whole village, run off solar maybe, and hire a few people to run the water plant. And then bring that across the whole country, many countries. I believe there's 50-some countries in Africa. That's what we're looking for. That's what the company's about. Yeah, there's Bless. Will that be there? Will that be the name? I don't know. But I think the whole company's Bless. I think the company itself is a blessing company. And I'm so glad to be part of it. And I'm not trying to hog Bruce, but Bruce understands exactly what I'm talking about because that's how he is. I already know. So onward and forward, and we're going to kick butt. Anyway, love you all. Bruce, as always, I respect you above more than you could imagine. You've always been there. You're one of the pillars of the company, and that means a lot to a lot of people. I know it means a lot to me and Chris, and I'm glad you're here. I was glad you shared it. Even if it took all day yesterday to get in. Right now, it's so crazy that somebody's calling somebody. You guys don't hear?
Brucey, tell him you're a busy man right now. You call him back.
What?
It's done.
My phone was ringing. I hung it up.
Like right now, our private chat. I'm Chris, and Chris is me.
Oh, yeah, I can't figure that one out.
Now, what did he do while I was sick? Freaking took over the whole freaking market.
I haven't messed with anything, to be honest.
No. You know what I think it was, Chris? I haven't logged in and logged out, logged in and logged out.
Oh,
it reversed and gave it to you, which is I don't care. It doesn't matter. But anyway, that's all I have. I want to anything that somebody wants made that they think will help them, or if we can collaborate together. Yeah, we don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but use your imagination. There will be a day we log in. There will be a day that we can share. How much more do you need? We know the details. The details are fill up your pocket, pull up your cabinet, pull up your gas tank, change maybe your zip code. Maybe if you want to get a new car, pay off the debt, and then start focusing on everyone else. We know that. That's an easy one. Anyway, I'm here for everybody. This is what I want to do. I know most of you feel the same way. Anyway, that's all I got. Bruce, fantastic job. I knew it.
I'll say one more thing, Marty. because you're my brother from another mother. I love you with all my heart, and there's nothing that you can do about that. Nothing at all.
Nothing, Bruce. And nor do I want to. And one more thing I want to say.
I might have one more thing too. Go ahead.
Oh, I doubt it. You're a rabble mouth like me. If you guys get a chance, now you look at Chris and you say he's not an interior decorator, but you gotta check his backyard.
Not done yet.
No, but it is a work of art. The only problem he's going to have, I don't think he has any friends.
I don't have no friends, man.
Yeah. So he's making this paradise for him to sit in a lawn chair and look at a bunch of empty lawn chairs. So I think when he's done, you contact Chris and say, Chris, I want to spend a day in your paradise. You got to let him know ahead of time. You don't want to panic him.
I don't even care if you show up. I just want people to use the pool. Right now, it's not so nice out. But the pool, and I don't even have my heater yet. That's still on hold. The pool is 82 degrees. I was swimming in it yesterday. Because in Michigan, well, it's a lot cooler today. But if you're in the area, you want to stop by and go swimming, I don't care. I'll be working. I'll be painting. I'll be sweating. But you go ahead and enjoy the pool. That's just how I do it. All my neighbors know this.
All right, guys. I'm done. I am really done, Bruce. So,
Brucey, what did you want to say?
You know, you talk so much, it's hard to remember what I wanted to say. First of all, I just want to say to Ash, thank you so much for enlightening so many people here to what they didn't know about themselves. Because what many people never knew was they all are miracles. They all are, in the eyes of God, perfect. They never have to fight for anything in their lives because everything they'll ever want will be there if they just believe. And most importantly, and this is most important, I think, always have compassion, appreciation, gratitude for others, and give your love everywhere you can, more than you think you can, because the more you give, the more you will always get. Guaranteed 100%. The more you give, the more you receive. So the more we give down passive, it's not to get, but because it's a byproduct of giving. Because I know one of the things with me was that many people did kind things for me, like just opening up the door. And I remember when I couldn't walk, and they would say, take your time. Rather than say thank you, I smile and say, I have no choice. Because that way I would show them how much I appreciated them. Because you know what they did when I said that? They laughed. And we both had a good laugh. Because you could laugh at your hardships. Because when you laugh at your hardships, God laughs with you too. And God will support you no matter what you do. All you have to do is ask and believe and continue to do the things you do with kindness, love, compassion, and appreciation. Every moment of your life and life will be filled completely. That's it. I think that's enough. Marty, I want to say the things that you just showed us are awesome. So it'll be great to have, because I have no idea what will happen to get people to know about this now. It's very difficult to talk about what you can't keep to somebody. It's like having an invisible gift. It's like telling people, I've got a gift for you, but I don't know when you're going to get it. So it's great to have that little trigger to have people anticipate what's coming. So thank you for that. And you are the bomb, buddy boy.
He's a bomb, all right.
He's a bomb. He's a smaller bomb now.
I'm not going to go there. Anyway, Brucey, thank you for coming on here. I do appreciate it. And let me say this clear. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can do this business. All you really got to do is ask us about it. We don't have links right now, but we will. And we want to get you on a list. So when that happens, we can send you the link right away and we'll get you started. But anybody, you don't need any skills to do this, folks. If you like talking and you want to make an easy post about it or share one of Marty's posters, that's all you got to do. That's what I'm saying. Anybody can do this. All right, guys. I love you all. Thanks for coming on today, Brucey. You did a great job. And everyone loves you, buddy. Don't you ever forget that.
Love you too.
Today,
Love you all.
Brucey loves us all. We know. Can I do my Bruce imitation, Bruce?
Sure, go ahead.
I don't know if I can do it today. I used to fool everybody on the webinars and do my Bruce. I can't do it. My voice is straggling today. I'll do it another time. But today, I think Engineers Ashante's got a webinar going for Baghdad, for everyone, Bangladesh, India. I think, I don't know what else is going on, but just check it. Look into the groups. Things are happening. I want to thank everyone that did webinars all week. From whatever you're doing, Norelli does one. Marcianne, Collins, the French community, Africa, India. Thank you for keep going and doing what you're doing. We appreciate it. I'm sure Ash before definitely appreciates it. And we love you all. We'll see you all tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Bye bye.